This amazing creation today, Pax Lexque. Pax Lexque is a really interesting scenario that is designed for using the Goodman Games rules. It is it's an alternate reality historical Earth where the Roman Empire is commingled with conventional fantasy elements. And I will let it go around beyond that. But here are our players today. We've got Sun, of course, playing is it Nora? Awesome. And then Aaron's here to play Sundamar. Of course, y'all know what y'all love her. It's Jeff playing Petrus Abathon. And below me, I am on your premier cleric today, playing Merope.
I made up a name.
That explains it all, doesn't it?
Kindle.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for sitting through my mispronunciations, and thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button so you can keep sending all kinds of new content like this here. Take it away, Ed.
All right, thanks, Brendan. So, just to add one other bit of information about the characters. So, Merope is a half-elven cleric. Petrus is a human thief. Myrna is a felid, which is a feline humanoid. And Sundamar is an elven ranger. So, I gathered too. I'm wondering if maybe Brendan studied French and thus the pronunciation for the game world. The Latin version is Pax Lexque. So. Okay. So. So a very quick summary of the game world. As he said, it's a alternate reality or alternate history Roman Empire. In this world, the Roman Empire was torn apart by a magical war, and as a consequence, several of the nations that have sprung from it now have significant limitations on what magic is legal, because they don't want that kind of stuff to happen again. The Roman Empire, in fact, has established a division of its army called the Manus Legis, which is Latin for hand of the law. This is a special forces group that is tasked with going throughout the empire and its environs looking for magical problems. This might be areas of anomalous magic that are left over, or summon creatures that have not gone away, or people who are using magic for illegal purposes. And the members of our party are just such a group. So, now time for the box text. You are members of Squad 17 of Manus Legis, the Hand of the Law, an elite and secretive branch of the army of the Roman Empire. Centuries ago, a magically driven conflict called the Wars of Darkness raged through the Roman Empire like wildfire, splintering the empire to a quarter its pre-war size. These wars left behind innumerable magical dangers, areas cursed by magical anomalies, supernatural summoned creatures, and rogue wizards still bent on tapping into the powers of necromancy and demonology. Your cohort is tasked with investigating and dealing with these threats. Your squad's first assignment turned into a high-profile case for a senator's brother-in-law. That mission and other successes in your first few assignments have positioned you well for receiving missions involving well-connected people. You've heard that this mission will be no different. 2 hours before dawn, your centurion, Grippus Buccio, escorts you into the office of Marcus Irenaeus, the Praefectus Castrorum, or commanding officer of the Manus Legis cohort. The Praefectus greets you as you enter. Squad 17, your successes thus far have been noted by various members of the bureaucracy. That can be both good and bad. If you screw up, there will be more eyes on you. At any rate, it's time for your next mission. Some of you, no doubt, have heard of the Marsalis family. Tranio Marsalis is one of the most wealthy and influential merchants in the city of Rome. He has been a successful trader in luxury goods for 15 years. He started this business as a small shop in the Nakal market, trading in imported goods from Helena. Over the years, he expanded this operation to now include branches in Itesis of Helena, Menephet in Egypt, Damascus of Syria, and Elasa and Samosis. Each location in this network serves a dual purpose. They each cater to the luxury tastes of that local culture, but they also serve as a supply point to pick up local items to export to other shops. Thus, the customers in Rome are able to experience exotic foods from Egypt, spices from Damascus, and silks from Helena. Customers in Damascus can enjoy fine Roman wine and fruits from Samosis and so on. One of the pieces of the Marsalis trade network is the gathering of rare plants and animals local to Egypt, which are enjoyed as delicacies in Rome. These supplies are warehoused in Menefet for shipment to Rome after some initial processing. This Egyptian branch of the business is managed on-site by Tranio's brother, Lucius Marsalis. This process is closely monitored by the Pharaoh's army, because many of these exotic foods can also be used as components for arcane enchantments, some of which are illegal in Egypt as well as Rome. That's why this matter has come to our attention. Recently, Marsalis' warehouse in Menefet has had some of its inventory come up missing. Normally, this would be a matter strictly for Pharaoh Menkephe's courts and guards to deal with. However, because these missing items are used in necromancy, the Pharaoh has accepted an offer from the Roman ambassador to bring in a Manus Legis squad to investigate. And that's where you come in. Your centurion has your orders. Get your supplies from the quartermaster and then head down to the port of Ostia. Captain Ocellus' ship is waiting to take you to Menefet. This being your first international mission, please keep in mind that Egypt is an ally of the empire. We do not want any part of this turning into an international diplomatic incident. If you have apprehended a culprit, you will remand them to the Egyptian authorities if at all possible. You will receive more detailed briefing from the royal guards when you reach Menefet. You are dismissed. So, for this particular mission, Merope the cleric is being placed in charge of the squad. Now, these squads are usually relatively egalitarian, but if there's a situation where a decision absolutely needs to be made, this is a military unit and they need someone who can make that. So you can see on your map, the capital of Egypt is Menefet, right here on the coast. And so your boat will take you by sea to Menefet. You have, the way that I handle equipment is, you have common sense stuff. You are a military unit, you have basic supplies. If at any point there's a thing that that there's a special thing in a circumstance, and you say, "Hey, does my character have this?" You can make a luck check if I think it's beyond that. If there's anything particular that you want to make sure that you have, you requisition it. If it's not too expensive, they'll send it with you. So if there's anything specific that you feel like, I absolutely want to make sure I've got this, speak up now. They can get you 5 silver arrows. You know, as it turns out, you're not particularly skilled in handling poison arrows, and it's kind of a dangerous thing.
It's not honor.
Maybe he's not that concerned with honor. So, I assume there's nothing else. So, yeah, ammunition is considered stock. I don't track ammunition, too much of a hassle. All right. The first indication you see of the city of Menefet is a glimpse of its massive lighthouse coming over the horizon. Even in the early evening sunlight, its glow is visible from miles away. As twilight comes on, the beacon of the lighthouse guides your way into the large port. The port stretches out along the coast in front of the lights of the large city. With Rome being so far inland from its port, Menefet by comparison presents a much more impressive sight from the sea. Even in the failing light, the dock area is busy with hundreds of men loading and unloading cargo. The captain, by the way, your ship is disguised as a merchant vessel. Your squad tends to, I should mention this, your squad tends to operate somewhat low-key. What they don't want is someone showing up into an area and saying, "Hey, we're here, you've got some magically sensitive stuff here. Can you can you show us something about that?" And then unsavory people who shouldn't be messing with such things beat you to the punch and so forth. So, the captain tells you there are plenty of inns around the harbor district. I suggest you get a good night's sleep and head for the harbor master in the morning. They're surely closed up for the night. Marsalis' warehouse is the 5th building to the west of the dock we're approaching. If you want to walk past it on your way, just don't be too obvious about it. Their guards are pretty itchy right now. Your boat pulls alongside the dock, and the crew ties off to the posts.
Yeah, I think we definitely walk past that thing. Hey, somebody in the chat says they can read your email, not the rest of us. Check your sound on OBS.
Can you hear me?
Okay, property settings.
I had it on and yeah. You can only hear Ed, yeah.
Huh, okay, output,
Very, very soft.
show confirmation.
This is gonna sound stupid.
Uh-huh.
Change the output to something else and then back to where it was. It fixes mine all the time. Like, you go, if you're looking at OBS,
Go to settings.
where it says audio mixer, there in the front, there's that top level. It should be moving when our things move, when our voices speak. And if it's not, you click on that, the dial next to it,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to, I guess it's advanced audio properties.
Mm-hmm.
Just change it, like, how do I do it? This isn't the screen that I'm using.
How's that? Try.
Here's the chat now.
Hello, hello.
Egypt is clicks to Egypt.
Chat says pull in desktop audio.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm starting to hear everybody.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Nicely done.
So nobody heard me.
But the scratches on your arm and your face might give it away.
So is that coming through now?
Yeah, it says if you're using OBS, still can't hear when they're really faint, so I can turn this up.
Advanced audio
So somebody else
properties.
needs to be talking.
Yeah, keep going. I've got it set to 100%. Entering. Monitor only. Monitor and output. Monitor and output.
Whoa, that was.
Okay.
Feedback in the wide world of the internet, hear me, man.
Yes.
I've got desktop audio maxed out.
As soon as I have a your mic is
I muted when he started playing with his things, just in case that feedback was through my mic. So, because we're close together, but
So monitor and output.
so my thought was I might mute and unmute. We'll see.
Desktop audio. Status is active. Let me try this.
So I usually have an engineer who fixes all these things. It's not very
Chat says
Oh, you know what I'm thinking it probably is. Let me try this. All right, let's see how that does.
Hello? Hello out there?
Test. Can you hear us?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
It's showing on the mixer now.
That's what you want, yeah. Can you hear us? Working. Hey, we're good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the
Oh,
problem is I
nicely
had...
done, Ed.
hopefully it's not going to get too much echo. I'll just turn off my speakers. That'll take care of it. The problem was I had Zoom and OBS set to two different sources. Okay, good. So,
All right, so I vote
continuing
we go ahead
on,
and, let's casually
you
walk
talked
past
about
the warehouse,
going past the
Marcellus.
going past the warehouse.
Casually.
Yeah.
Fly casually.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to do my groovy strut.
So,
I want to blend in, so I'm going to walk like an Egyptian. So.
okay.
No.
So, yeah, there
This way.
there is absolutely they are clearly the guards are clearly quite itchy. You can just tell the guards who are standing by the building are keeping an eagle eye on everybody who goes past. There's one business entrance which is now closed, and there is a window on the back side of the building. Oh, I'm sorry. There's also a back door, and there's a window above the back door, which is second floor, and it is shuttered right now.
Yeah. I think breaking in would constitute something of an international incident. So, but you know what I might do?
Only if they caught us.
You know, Sundamar, I got a feeling. You know, you never know. And they're on high alert after their the tests. But here's what I will do: if I can get everyone to block me for a little bit and sort of like let me kind of stand behind everybody, I am going to cast Detect Magic and see if there's anything strange afoot that I can detect just from the outside.
All right, make your roll.
Okay, I got a rock and roll D20.
How many guards did I count as we were walking by?
2 at the back door, 2 at the front.
Okay, that's one hand, so yes, I can count that high.
I have a total of a 13.
Okay, so that gives you whether or not there's magic in the area.
Yeah, there's not a huge range either. I think
Yeah.
the range is only like 60 feet. But
No, none within range.
all right, that's all I wanted to do. Then let's head on to the target.
Okay. So okay, I did misspeak, by the way. The warehouse had one entrance. I was thinking of the actual place of business. Okay, so you head over to the business district, which, by the way, the shops there are also closed up for the night. But you easily enough find in the business district is broken down kind of by themes in a sense. Your bakeries are all in a certain area and so forth. Your food places are all in a certain area, and your foreign food places are in a certain area. And the Marcellus Fine Foods is in the foreign foods area. Doors closed. This is the shop that has front door, back door, and boarded window or shuttered window.
Mm-hmm.
You're with the time it doesn't take you that long to get there. Your detect magic is still up, and there's none in the presence of the or in the vicinity of the shop. On the way there, you also didn't you pick up more than a trace here or there, which is about what you'd expect for a typical marketplace.
Okay. I will report this to my comrades quietly, and we'll keep making our way around. So, do they don't know? Do they know that we're coming?
The guards, yes, the Pharaoh's guards do know that you're.
Oh, so we can just walk up and introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Well, I'll put it this way: the organized institution of the guards know that you're coming. Whether or not every guard that's there is, your Egyptian version of the beat cop, if he's aware, you don't know.
Gotcha. So do we go introduce ourselves to? Well, they want us to keep us in the QT though. You know what I'm saying? So I guess let's go around back and let's. I'm sorry. Who's our thief?
We don't have one.
Yeah, we do. I think it's time for Petrus. While we are on the way to do some checking around and some lock picking for us, looking for alarms, and let's see about getting inside and taking a look
around. Are the guards anywhere near the shuttered window?
So, by the way, the shop, there are guards at the front door, guards at the back door. So, the shop is also guarded. So.
Okay. And do they expect us? I guess that's what I'm asking.
You figure your odds are probably better of that.
All right. Let's just stop messing around. We'll go over and what do you say, everyone? Go over and just introduce ourselves.
Quicker and easier.
Yeah. Why not?
Unless we want to test their security.
So you do.
No, not yet.
You do have, by the way, as part of your kit. You do have what kind of amounts to a badge in a sense. It's this medallion that has the logo of your cohort on it, and it's often used in situations where you need to interact with the where you need to interact with the Roman military. You present this to demonstrate who you are. So you do have some means of presenting to them.
And do we have orders some paperwork or anything we can get
yes,
out and be
yes, you do have something that's signed from the Egyptian ambassador.
Oh,
yeah.
Or if I need to forge something, we can forge something.
Or we'll just have Petrus make something up. It'll be awesome.
All right.
All right. Well, then let's go right up to the guards, and I will say, hail and well met. Hopefully that's how people talk. And I'll be like. I am Merope, Them the Tall, Squad 17, the Hand of Justice Law. I can't remember how to actually say it, so sorry.
Hand of the Law.
Say it again?
Hand of the Law.
Hand of the Law, Magus Legis. And,
I am the law.
We are sent by royal decree here to investigate the thefts that have been plaguing the Marsalis brothers, and we respectfully ask for egress into this place so that we can search about and see if we can see who might be behind these thefts.
So his demeanor shifts a little bit as you explain the circumstance, and he seems a little bit more. He seems actually a little bit relieved. They're clearly on the guards are clearly on high alert.
Sure.
He says, I will have to send for Master Marsalis.
Do so.
He could.
However, be sure that your instruct your men not to report our presence to anyone but your masters.
Absolutely. So he goes running off.
When he walks off, I'll be like, he's innocent. He actually looked happy we were here.
Well seen, Sundamar. Cross him off your list.
All right. A short while later, he comes back with a Roman-looking fellow. In fact, a Roman-looking, rich-looking fellow who walks up to the door with you and approaches Merope and says, I'm so pleased that you've come. I'm my brother's. I run this location for my brother, and he's quite concerned about how things have been going. So come on in, come on in.
That would make you Lucius Marcellus?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm just. I'm very.
No. We understand. Let's get to work.
All right. So he unlocks the door, lets you in, and I will bring up the map of the Marcellus Fine Foods. So the restaurant, it's in the front part. There's a restaurant sort of facility, and then in the back is combination of storage and food prep. At this time of night, there are not customers here. However, you do hear some activity from the back.
Is there any food left out on the counters? Like, a little dessert platter, a little cheese plate,
Yeah, there's a few things on the counter that are clearly meant to entice the casual browser.
If I see you, you're getting one across the back of the hand, you're not. Across the back of the hand.
You never know. Just say it.
So
Maybe
look at the guy. Ask him, is there supposed to be people in here?
he says, "Oh yes. Our some of our cooks, the bakers, work most of the night. It's quite a process that they do, well, it's been very a big draw for us as well. They they opened up their bakery some while ago, and it was extraordinarily popular, and so we decided, hey, why don't we try to bring that in the scope of what we do? So we made them an offer, and they've come in and they're part of our enterprise now, and they so they provide. In fact, here he goes over to the counter and he cuts off a piece of bread and he passes out some bread, and he also he says, I'm sure you'd be quite impressed. It's been a very excellent addition to our lineup.
Normal human bread.
No, it's in fact, you kind of recognize the style of it. It's more along the lines of halfling bread, and yeah, it's quite tasty for those of you who are into such things.
I'm into such things.
All right.
Does he have anything else that he needs tasted?
Well, tell you what, I think you'll like this. So he goes over and he cuts off a little piece of something that you think is some kind of a seasoned fish, and brings it over to you, and he says, here, this has come from Pamphylia. I think you'll like that.
So these thefts, we understand that the items that were stolen are all things that can be used in the pursuance of foul necromancy. Can you give us an inventory of what's missing?
Oh, yes, of course. Let me get my list here.
I think
I'm in total Law and Order mode, y'all. Dunk.
Dunk. I think the bigger question is how is this stuff stolen if these people are standing here working?
That's been the puzzle for us as well. So the list that we've had, now this isn't definitive, and as I explain the background, you'll see why that's the case. But some of the more recent losses, bat wings, scorpion tails, and cobra hood, and let me see here. There's also I don't know if you're familiar. There's an herb that is local here to Egypt called the marsenna, which we try to work it in. It sounds similar to our name, so it's been a nice marketing fit for us. But anyway, yeah, I'm sure you're not interested in that. But each of these is we're told used as components in necromancy, and we think that there are other. Well, we're sure there are other components as well. You see, for some while, this has been going on for, we think, about a month or more. For some while, we've been seeing a small discrepancies in our inventory, and we assumed that it was simply sloppiness on the part of our people who are taking the inventory, or on the part of the people preparing it. So then we made a specific concerted effort to track inventory multiple times throughout the day. And what we were finding was, at the end of the day, when our cooks have wrapped up and our cooks our cooks have finished their food prep for the day, we take an inventory, and then in the morning, after this hasn't been accessed, we're missing components. And that when we came to realize that yes, somehow somebody absolutely was stealing. But the problem is, we've had guards on the doors, front and back, and yes, we've had the guards questioned under appropriate methods.
Torture.
And well, no, magical discernments and so forth, and they're clean, and they've seen nothing. So either someone is coming in by way of some exceptional magic, and maybe and they're cloaking themselves in the process, or well, I don't even know. That's why you're here.
Has anybody moved the furniture or anything to see if somebody's tunneled in?
I don't think so.
Well, let's start there.
Well, let me show you so he opens up the door and takes you into the back room. So, there's these tables or rather shelving things in the middle. Along the side, there's food preparation tables. Over in the if top is north, over in the southwest corner, there are some ovens, and there are right now 2 halflings who are busy making bread. And he says he goes walking along where these shelves are, and he says, "Well, here you see, and you can see on the shelf there's jars and there's bowls and containers, small boxes." Go ahead.
I'm sorry, are there guards inside as well, or just outside?
There's 1 guard inside. There are 2 guards outside.
And did the thievery start after the halflings were employed?
Oh, some while after.
I mean, it's been in a really small window here, so if they all of a sudden got hired and the thievery started a week or 2 later...
Well, it was several months later.
Oh, okay.
And besides, I mean, this is halflings, and we're talking about necromancy. I mean, anyway.
Well, I say we start moving stuff and looking for the easy entrance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good call.
So, give me some spot hidden rolls. D20 plus your intelligence modifier or your luck modifier, if you have, if that's better for you. And I'll let the thief add find traps mod on top of it as a bonus.
And just for the people out there, roll 20 is our rolls aren't working right now, so we're using real dice.
So, Ed, I think I'm going to go around the edges of the room specifically, and I'm looking for some small, like, mouse holes, or where a trained animal could come in and out.
Okay.
Or a familiar or
16
something
plus
like
1, so 17.
Okay.
I got an 8, so.
26.
I got a 3.
The
I
ranger.
found something really
You found some more bread, and there's a halfling who's trying to push you away from his work area.
We might have to move her up to the top of the suspect list.
You see, actually, he kind of makes a show of pushing you away, and then he kind of surreptitiously takes a piece and kind of gives you a wink and like, here, try this. So
my whole intention is like, don't let Merope catch me eating.
but you're not that good at it. Okay, so
The crumbs in the fur are kind of.
I will.
all right, so Petrus, you got a 26. Was that right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you are confident. You get all kinds of things moved, and you feel confident. There is absolutely no way that that something is coming in by way of a floor or a wall.
So either somebody's smuggling it out of here after work, or they're magically popping in here.
Well, it could be magic. You know, I think of necromancy. I think of ghosts and those sorts of presences.
Oh,
I wanna
yes,
try
that's
something.
that certainly is something that a concern that.
Can you pick up like residue magic from old spells?
I could. I think I'd have to really rock a bell.
If he rolls well enough, but
Yeah. Let me get my thing here out.
Oh, please no.
All right, now. Making
His
sure-
what?
My core book.
oh, okay.
I only have my little one up. All right, so yeah, I will cast that spell again, and I'll take like 10 minutes to do it. Like I'll take my time and try to get like a.
All right, give yourself +2.
All right, cool. Here it comes. Now,
Hey,
see, that's what I'm
while
talking
he's
about.
really concentrating, now's your chance to get all the food you want.
There is a halfling who is finding him amusing apparently to be. In fact, he's throwing stuff. See if he can land it in your mouth.
All right, you know what? Don't let me catch somebody. I swear, I will. I will be putting letters in folders.
All right, so what did you get?
All about it. I got a 22, but I'm still looking for the spell here. All right, 22 is going to get me. Determine exactly which objects or creatures magically enhanced in range. In addition, spell reveals creatures of a non-mortal origin, extraplanar, demons, devils, undead, yada yada. Cleric can distinguish between magical creatures and non-mortal creatures. Can tell if different weapons or items or equipment or creatures are enchanted, and whether a creature that registers magical overall does so because of its an item or because they're magical. So.
All right. The only thing you pick up is Lucius Marcellus has a magic ring.
Gotcha. Well, I'm assuming he's not going to waste our time stealing from himself and have us show out here, so I'm going to, leave that be. All right. Well, that didn't work out. I'm going to try something else, just on the off chance. All right, Ed. I'm going to try to turn undead. Maybe there's a ghost. Maybe it'll make a noise.
Okay.
I'll be like, this place. This home of the Marsalis family, be clean of spirits, in the name of the giver of all light and the dawn. Be gone! Well, that isn't exactly a 12. So if there's a 0 hit die, maybe Casper the friendly ghost might get killed by a real ghost or taking any crap from me. So
Okay.
Casper's gonna come out and go boo.
And
you know what I'm saying?
not gonna help any. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. So
We could shake a couple things and make him think he drove something away.
now, see, don't
Oh.
all go into the report. Just remember.
all right. So after some while,
I'm gonna track a rat. Well, we've pretty much trashed the place already.
yeah, you've left footprints all over the place now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start putting things back that we've moved out. Since,
Okay. Well, I assumed that you were doing that as you were going along.
Okay, that's.
How many times a day can I use my summoning?
Okay.
It's not a limit on number of times. You have to roll to succeed. If you fail, then it becomes inaccessible for the rest of the day.
I mean, I could summon something with a really good sniffer and see if they can find something out of place, but
Oh, like a bloodhound or something.
I think wolf's fox.
Apparently we found out what has an extraordinarily sense of smell is a rat.
Oh yeah, but that's not on my list, sadly.
Those are just examples on your list.
Oh,
Just to give you a
well,
sense of how many hit dice things have.
Oh,
Yeah, try a rat. That's a good idea.
Okay. I'm going to try and summon a rat.
All right.
I'm sure they like that in a restaurant.
Sure. Whatever.
It's Ratatouille.
All right. Make yourself a roll. So your sheet has a spell check modifier on it. D20 plus your spell check.
I got a 16 on my D20. And where is my spell check?
Right. That'll easily get you a rat. All right.
Okay.
You've got a rat. The owner, he says, here, we've got some of these things here that could serve as a comparison. He brings over some things that have gone missing recently, some powders of certain herbs and stuff.
Let the rat snort it, but not too much.
Right. Okay. All right. So the rat gets a little sniff of that, and then
Tell it to.
you want him to find other sources of that.
Yep.
All right. The rat wastes no time in going over to one of the halfling bakers and climbing up the halfling baker and down his sleeve and to one of the pieces of bread that is set aside by the baker, and he kind of tears into it, and it quickly becomes apparent that this loaf of bread has been hollowed out, and that there are some herbs that have been hidden on the inside of that loaf of bread. And the halfling rather ineffectively tries to put on this look like, what? How did that get there?
Yep. It's always the halflings.
All right.
Call my rat back so the halfling doesn't hurt it while he's being arrested.
Okay.
Who is our best, for interrogation? What's our...
Depends on your angle. You've probably got the best personality, but if you want to be more scary, that would probably be Petrus.
Yeah, can we say that maybe we've done this before? Maybe Petrus goes over and is the terrifying one, and then I come in.
The good cop, bad cop approach.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Come on, Jess.
so give me a little preview how that plays out.
All right. I'm gonna go walk up to the front here and make sure for a minute. Make sure.
Okay.
No one's out there. I think because I assume that I'm normal height and he's like
yes.
I'll just be like, excuse you, what do you think you're doing, and why do you need these? Might I ask?
I don't know how that got there. I mean, it's just things are moving around a lot, and
Then why was it at your station?
well, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff going on back here. There's things are. It's him.
No, I don't think so.
He points to the other halfling. He's like,
I'm gonna grab the other halfling just in case.
the other halfling is like, me? What do you mean it's me?
He said you.
The boss recruited you first.
Oops. So who's the
no,
boss?
I really don't think it's him. It was you.
Yeah. So, here's the what's I asked him what his name is.
His name is Tardan.
Tardan. What I have for you here is an opportunity. It is an opportunity not only to save the integrity of your skin, but also your very soul. Do you know that all the gods watch now and hang upon every word? The bringer of light, the mother of the dawn, she watches and she sees everything you say. And she weighs you. She weighs it out so carefully. Tell us now the truth. Tell us who this boss is and where these things are going to. I shall intercede. I shall say a prayer for your soul. Other than that, I'm going to let Petrus do what Petrus does, which is
scary.
You saw her say "grr." Okay. I'm not,
All right. Well,
I will go into I will use the religious angle to all of this and be like, and then I'll play like, and I'll say, that any necromancer hopes to dispel the natural order of things, and what they truly hope to do is eventually overturn the state. Where will you be once Egypt has fallen to these foul beings and death roams the street? When the living dead now come to your door and you answer their summons, what shall happen to you then?
I can't say that I ever really thought of that.
You didn't think very much at all, did you?
No, apparently not. No. Okay. Look, it's all we do. We drop the supplies off at the crypt, and then what the boss does with it, it's a need to know basis, and we didn't need to know, and we drop the goods off, and then next time we come back, someone has taken them, and I don't know what they're doing. I mean, who am I to ask? Who am I to judge?
Being with a soul, a creature with a conscience, a citizen of Egypt.
Well, hey, look, I can lead you to the crypt, but that's...
Take us there immediately.
I can't... I can't go in there, man, because we've been warned. You don't know what we've seen. I mean, there's some unnatural things going on in there.
Like...
This whole time I have my hand on his shoulder, just a little tight.
Yeah, I'm. The absolute next thing that you must do in this life is to prove this to my satisfaction that you are not lying to me right now. What have you seen?
Walking Dead things,
And you gave them snacks?
Yeah, I
the
mean...
Walking Dead things, the yummy snacks?
And Miorna, you better hope she washed her hand before she gave you yours, because you get an undead on you, and then that's just going to spread. That's going to be like, yeah, so...
The boss said so, and it was our job. He said, take them there, and then nobody gets hurt. And so we did that.
This
Who
boss,
exactly is your
name?
boss? Who exactly
Name.
is your boss?
Look,
It can
in
be your wife or his.
our line of work, we don't work on a name basis. He's the boss. You don't ask a lot of questions,
And I squeeze a little harder.
Your name shall go before the authorities of Egypt. This I'm very
all right. He's Briffo. Or am I getting the wrong name?
He's Griffo now.
Right.
You never get the wrong name. First time it comes up, that's it.
That's it. That's the name.
As it turns out, that was correct. Okay, yes, he's Briffo.
Riffo. Well, take us to this crypt, and then we shall just, we will tell the authorities you cooperated with us.
So,
And
they clearly don't need whatever snacks they have on their persons.
See, you're going to...
I'm going to de-snackify them.
Just so they can't do anything nefarious with it.
Right.
Okay.
It's completely evidence.
Okay.
In my belly.
All right, so he leads you out of the marketplace, out of the city. You're going out into the desert to the west of town. And after walking for about 2 miles, you come to a place where you think there are probably some very old tombs in this area. And you see a 15-foot by 15-foot sandstone building that looks like it's in a little bit of a depression. and it's partially covered with sand. And you can see that it has an opening on one side, and he leads you over to that door of that building.
All right. And this is where you leave the things, or do you go inside?
Just inside the door.
I see. All right. So let's Ed, like, should I let him? Like, okay, let's say if I was going to go by the book, do I let him go now, or would I remand him to the Egyptian authorities, or what's our? I feel like he's a very small fish, you know.
Yeah. Assuming that Egypt handles things the same way as Rome does, and you suspect they probably do, you would hand him over to the authorities, and they would decide what to do with them. If it's determined that he was at all complicit in necromancy, then that is punishable by death.
Oh yeah.
Well, also,
what was going on, and they kept giving them stuff. So
also in Egypt, you know that grave robbing is punishable by death. So he hasn't said that they've taken anything from the crypt, but they've been messing around with this. So certainly the Egyptian authorities, at the very least, are going to want to have some further word with him.
All right. Well, I mean,
Is there a chance that like one of the guards that was there would have come with us?
Yes. Yeah. Sure. He'll kindly escort the your cook
we
back.
can always put him in protective custody and have our own personal baker.
Ooh, what a good idea!
That's good.
Let's. I mean, lovely as that is, let's remand him over to the authorities, but letting them know that he did cooperate when confronted with the truth. You know.
Did we search all the other halflings and make sure they're?
I took all their snacks.
Was it any of them others?
I hope
So-
not, 'cause I ate.
So they didn't have anything on their person. It was hidden in loaves of bread.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's go inside and.
I think we should check for traps first.
Yeah, good call, Patrick.
What?
Never a bad idea.
Let's see. 13.
You are confident that there are no traps.
Weapons out, people. We know there's Walking Dead in here.
Does anyone in the party have Egyptian as a language?
I think I do, Ed.
Okay.
Don't I have Felid in Egyptian? Oh no, I have Felid in Latin on my sheet. I can say.
Merope might. Oh, no, I was thinking of...
You can't give me
Okay, so anyway, there's some hieroglyphics on the door. You don't know what they say.
I know. That one says.
It's horse, crocodile, sun, turtle, frog, moon.
Water. That's what it says.
Do I know she can't speak Egyptian?
Okay. Well, do we have one of the guards here with us?
No, he just took the halfling away.
Yeah, Frog marched you up.
Well, in fact, actually, too, you know that your average guard does not read hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics is sacred writing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's. I say let's go in.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take the lead.
Good man.
All right. So, with a little bit of effort, you push the... let me turn to reveal
that
areas.
might be a lot of effort for me.
Okay.
I got a 7 strength.
Yeah, we're not a strong party that way.
I got a 6.
I got 10.
There you go. Petrus is our muscle.
I have a 10. We can work together.
All right, so
There we go.
a little bit of effort. The door slides open. Just inside the door, there's a 5-foot square area of the floor that you notice is a little bit cleaner. Some of the dust has been brushed away. There's a plate there which is empty. And there's a set of stairs going down into darkness.
I'm going to step aside. Petrus, could you give that a look inside before I go walking on it?
Sure.
Torches, lanterns, candles, something, Ed. While they're investigating, light whatever we have, little oil lamp or
Okay.
something.
Should I do sneak silently or find traps?
Find traps. I just want to
Okay,
make sure I
18.
can walk in there.
I'm sorry, what was that?
18 for find any more traps inside.
Okay, you're confident that these stairs are not trapped.
Awesome. Down I
Are there
go.
more hieroglyphs? I'm going to read them for the party.
There are not.
That one's bird. Weird thing that looks like a lion but isn't, and it's not a felid either. And that one's a...
Elaria, give me strength. Pleasure you. All right, let's Sundamar, you're kind of range-rich. Can you move silently? Is that what part of your kit?
I can for realsies.
I can too.
I think Sundamar his stealth skills are very much oriented to outdoors.
Outdoors.
However, your felid is quite stealthy.
Yeah. How about we sit? Yeah. Would you mind going and scouting down and taking a look through see where the stairs go to?
Sure, I'll do that.
There you go.
That's where they took all the yummy snacks. I'm on it. All right, I'm gonna put the oil lamp that I lit on the top of the stairs, so it gives a little bit of light, but I'm not carrying it down with me.
Okay.
And let's do this sneaky thing. That one went on the floor. My
I'll let her
dog's
get a
gonna eat
little bit ahead, and then I'll follow as quiet as I can, just so she has some backup.
All right. Hey, I rolled an 18. Am I level 3? Am I looking at the right sheet?
Yeah.
I rolled an 18. I have a +8. I am.
Okay, so yeah, super quietly, your fellow disappears down into the shadows.
Is there yummy snacks?
Sadly, there is not.
This is such a letdown. What is down here?
All right, so down at the base of the stairs, it comes to a T intersection on the left and the right. There is a statue portraying an Egyptian guard. The door or the pathway continues on past that into a room that you can see into that has 8 pillars, and along the wall there are vases and amphorae. There's also a very old and dusty looking chair and a very old and dusty looking bed.
So they're not using them.
And the walls are covered in portrayals of Egyptian artwork showing some regal person.
So I'm confident.
There's a door at the far end.
Okay, so 2 statues, a bunch of pillars.
So are you going in?
I'm just making sure I understand things. Dusty chair, dusty bed. No snacks, door at the end.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to come back up. There's no snacks down.
Unless there's in the jars.
Unless it's in the jars.
That's where they're hiding them.
Jars?
Well, I'll
You know
catch
what?
up with her.
Yeah, let's all head down now there, and I would love for Petros to check for traps before we investigate anything. But really, here's the thing: tracks. If there's someone that's collecting from this thing down here and then headed down the stairs, Sundamar, see if you can find where they go. Maybe there's a secret passage down here or something.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take lead and start looking for tracks.
All
I
right.
got a 23 for find traps.
All right. Sundamar, give me a natural empathy roll. So that's +7 for you.
7, so 14.
You feel like you feel like there's maybe a hint of something, like maybe you're just ever so close, to finding something. In other words,
Point of luck.
a point of luck might get you there.
I will blow it.
All right.
My man.
So, so by the way, the traps. Okay, actually, tell you what. Let me mention the tracks first, and then I'll discuss what Petrus finds. All right, the tracks actually go. The little alcove where there's a statue on the left. The tracks
Right here.
go beside the statue and kind of into the wall behind the statue.
I'll search there.
Petrus, as you're searching around for traps, you don't find any traps, but what you do find is you see on the statue on the left to where I think this eye pushes in.
Do it.
Doink.
Yeah.
All right. Behind the statue on the left, a secret door opens up.
When in doubt, go through the secrets.
Well done, Legionnaires. I don't know how I would. Is that what I would? Would I say that? What would I say? I would say, well done, fellow.
What are we, especiales?
Well done, especiales. I love that.
I'm moving your guys' tokens. I
Is
hope
that
you
what
don't
we
mind.
Immunes is your rank.
Immunes.
So-
Immunes? All right, cool.
All right. So yeah.
Yes, move my token. That's fantastic.
So the hallway takes a bend to the west, ends in another door.
I'll let Petrus move up front and let him do his thing.
All right.
14.
Petrus, you pretty sure this door is trapped?
Oh, lovely.
Let's all
Okay.
back up.
I'm going to I'll lead the retreat.
All right.
All right. Well, actually, before you do this, Petrus, I go over and make the sign, and I say, may the light of Ilaria, the light of the dawn, guide you in the darkest places. And I'm gonna try to put a bless on her,
Go for it.
and I'll take my first point of disapproval for the night. Thanks.
All right.
It's because you're in this dark, creepy place.
Yeah. I said, no, sorry.
The light
I
doesn't
didn't do
like
what I'm
the...
supposed to do.
24.
All right. Yeah, you're like, this is child's play. What are the?
Yeah.
How about something challenging? All right. Yeah. So you think that it was set up so that if it opens without disarming, that there is a blade that would come down and cut you as you open the door.
Kind of peek around the corner. Is it safe?
It's safe. Come on.
All right, here we go.
We're good. Let's go.
Let's put our muscle up front.
Well, is there a
I'm a
lock
monster.
that needs to be?
There is not.
No. Okay.
All right.
Push it
Let's
open.
head down to this next door, and let's go through.
All right. All right. So you open that door. In the room are 8 statues of guards, 4 on each side. They look quite lifelike and ready to defend their master's tomb. And give me a let me have everyone give me spot hidden checks. Intelligence mod or luck mod, or in Petrus' case, find traps.
15.
18.
I got a 3.
All right, so you're still sniffing around trying to find some snacks. Petrus and Sundamar, you both notice. Hey, on the left-hand side, one of the statues isn't quite lined up, and the wall behind it looks a little bit askance a little bit.
Okay. Go into tracking mode and just track. make sure that it's not a false trail.
All right, give me another survival roll.
Ooh, a 3 plus whatever. So probably not.
Well, that's a 10. It's hard to say. The statue does look. You see some dust around the statue that looks like it has been moved. And if there were tracks there, they may have been disturbed by the movement of the statue.
Okay. Well, looks like we got to move it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so
Probably going to take all 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want me to make sure it's not trapped?
Oh, yes.
Hey.
Oh!
28.
Look at you, Rockstar.
all right, so the
I
statue
rolled a nat 20.
the statue is not trapped, and in fact, you ascertain by looking at it that if you lean in a certain way, that it looks like it's meant to slide, and so can move a little bit more easily.
Gotcha.
Okay,
We'll do
let's
that.
move it this way, guys, so that we don't have to take as much strength to do it.
Just as you say, Petrus. Let's do it.
All right. As the statue moves, a secret door opens behind it.
All right. Any sound from in there?
No.
All right, so
All right,
let's
so-
oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Is this a hallway? Is this an alcove? Do I need to like scout
It's
it
a
little bit?
it's a very short hallway. It
Alright.
ends in a stone door.
Oh well, that's a Petrus thing.
Do I still have my rat?
No.
Dang.
And that would be a 21.
Wow.
All right, so you go and check out. So you look in, you check out the little short passageway. You look at the door, and you're like, oh, that door's that. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So you have you're pretty convinced that the door and the floor in front of the door are trapped. The two might be related.
Okay, let's see if we can disable this. 20 exactly.
All right. All right. You think you've got that? You're pretty confident you've got that disarmed.
Petrus going for the MVP award.
Come on, guys, we got this. I got this ready. Let's go.
All right, we'll head over.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right. You open that door, and it reveals a wall. As Petrus kind of examines, given the role that you had gotten before, you examine that situation behind it a little bit more. Examine the door. Examine the floor. You're convinced that the wall is actually a stone block that is meant to come crashing down on whoever opens the door.
Somebody else opened it and got crushed.
Is that? Wow.
And in the process, you think the floor opens as well, and so yes, the whole
All right,
thing.
I'll whisper to Petrus. See if you can disarm it. Be careful.
No. You already did the whole package. It's all disarmed, and so now what happens is the door opens, but now there's no stone block that comes at you and no pit that opens underneath you.
Oh, so this is like a dead end trap. Like it would just kill you here and leave you.
Yeah. It's just here to kill you.
All right.
I think we gotta go
let's-
back, guys.
Yeah. Let's try going back to the statue room and see if there are any more secret doors in there.
All right. You come back into the statue room. About that time, you see this this incorporeal form. Oh, I'm sorry. The one of the statues turns and looks at you, and he says in Egyptian, which means no one can hear. Okay, good. So he says something in Egyptian, and he sounds upset.
He said that we didn't bring any snacks to share, and that was really rude.
So you ate them all?
I don't know. I'll try. All I speak is Egyptian and Elvish. I'm going to go for Elvish. And I'm going to say back to it. If you are a guardian of this place, know this. We pursue illegal criminals who have come down here who are using this magnificent place that should be the resting place of the honored dead and using it to traffic with criminals. We want them gone out of your location. And if you will assist us, we will see them. We will see justice done, and we will see them removed from your premises.
It does not respond.
Does it somebody's getting ready to attack us, or is it just holding steady?
No, so it turned and looked at you. It said something in Egyptian, and then it turned back to its standing sentinel position.
It's just some try to scare us off magic crap.
Can I try to remember how it went phonetically?
Sure.
Like, all right, I'll say it to myself a couple of times and say it to everybody else, where we can kind of correct each other. You know what I'm saying? So we have the phrase more or less if it comes up.
Okay.
Emota.
It's probably you're probably like real close to the edit there, Aaron.
All right, so there's a new door.
Okay, let's see.
So is this a door here?
At the top of the room?
Yes.
I'll let.
I got a
nice.
10.
You are confident that there are no traps.
Okay.
I have a long stick.
What's the rule? Confident people go first?
Yeah, I'll go in. That way, if it kills me, it kills me.
All right.
Not on my watch.
Nah, I got this. You did your job. You said it was safe. I believe you. I'm going in.
Go careful, Sundamar.
Yep. I'm checking for traps. Does it look like people are using this?
Make me a survival roll.
13 plus survival, so that's plus 7. So yeah, 20.
So yeah, you actually see multiple sets of small boot prints go through here.
Halfling size?
Like halfling size.
Oh, go figure.
Oh, actually, given that they're halfling, no, they're barefoot.
Okay,
but
I'll tell everybody.
Halfling size barefoot footprints.
I'll be like, called it. It's always the halflings.
Okay.
And I'll let Petrus go back to taking the lead to check for other traps as we go, because this place is trap-ridden.
All right. Step around the corner. And this room is devoid of any visible features. You see no furnishings, and there are no apparent markings on the walls.
Ooh, that's just
That's not good. Like all the rooms that have stuff, we're like, okay, this room. I'm like, ooh. Wait, how are each block 5 feet, Ed?
Yes.
Do I think I can make a 20-foot jump with a 10-foot running start?
If you roll well, that's a mighty big jump, but you know, but you're pretty cool, so you know.
I am pretty cool.
Let me try one more time. Hold on, wait. Before you do, the blessings of the goddess be upon you. Ilaria, light of the dawn. Protect this, your hungriest servant. And let her know in her soul that there shall be delightful dishes for her should she make her successfully. Now, see, there you go. It's a 17 plus 5. That's a 22 on a bless. That's a proper
good
bless.
That's good.
That's a very good bless.
You know,
oh my God, all of us.
7 rolls. I've actually been doing pretty bad, but this is, you know what? I'm back. So the 22
Yeah, I'm looking.
on an ally. All right, you get +2 bonus to all attack rolls, damning rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and spell checks for 1 turn. So
Outstanding.
there you go.
All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna roll. All right, that was not a 1. That's impressive. This is math. I rolled a 9. I've got a +2. That's 11. And where's my character sheet? Because I'm sure I've got something. I've got climb. Does that kind of count as a jumpy jump?
No.
All right, so then just +3 for my agility. So 11, 14? Is that how math works?
And your strength is not good?
No, because this is all agile. This is...
Yeah, you're also going for distance.
I mean, you're talking like Olympic jump here.
All right, but even if I get over most of the room...
Yeah, okay. You land in the last square and kind of gracefully roll into the next one. Or at least you all see her land at the edge of the room and roll into the next one. As far as she's concerned, she did it. You know, see, told you.
There you go. All right. Well, at this point, I guess it looks safe, so let's move in.
Wait, yeah, what's on
she
the other
missed the
side?
whole room.
Wait. What's on the other side?
Petrus, you want to check that floor before we go walking on it?
Yeah,
Please?
I can do that. That would be a 9. I rolled a 1.
It's safe. All right.
You're confident that there are no traps.
We will go striding through the room with confidence.
And I just want to make sure, like, the other hallway clear, empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So actually you walk through the room and nothing happens as far as you can tell.
You want to let us take the lead again, or are you feeling all...
I can sneak up and look around the corner.
Okay, there's lots of traps.
Oh. Yeah, not in the hallways. Who trap a hallway?
Everybody?
All right.
You remember that block track?
That was a door.
Okay, hallway ends in another door.
That's a Petrus thing.
There you go.
We're back. 24.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, you are confident that this door is not trapped.
And we go.
All right. So let me read you the description here.
Uh-oh.
What immediately draws your attention in this 15-foot square room is its floor. It is covered by a 6x6 grid pattern of colored tiles. You do not notice any markings or features on the walls, and there are no furnishings in the room.
Okay, nobody move. Let me take a look at this and see if I can tell where people were stepping.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yes. 17 plus 7. 24.
All right, so you get down and you look, and you see actually multiple sets of tracks that come and go basically right down the center of the room. There's a door on the opposite side, just opposite of this door, and those prints seem to walk along through the center of the room, and in fact, as you kind of look it over, you don't notice any kind of pattern about the way they're walking. It looks like a normal stride.
Okay, I'm gonna trust this. I'm gonna do it. Just walk straight across.
All right, go careful.
Outstanding.
Somebody had to eat it.
That's right. All right, so what happens is you step on the first one, which we will say is the white one right in front of the door, and immediately it flops open, and I'm going to need you to make a reflex save.
Insider. There's my reflex save +3. Ah, crap. 7.
Okay. So what happens is...
Oh, yeah. I keep telling Petrus, check for traps. Petrus, check for traps. Not here. That's fine.
Okay. So,
Oops.
after all, the prints were fine. So, what happens is that tile pivots away, and Sundamar, who had stepped boldly into the room, drops down through the floor, and you hear this kind of a soft thud. Petrus, you have landed in this it's kind of like sand, and it's an extraordinarily fine powder
Get me out of here.
that you are sinking into.
Yeah,
Hold my hands up. Give me.
All right.
I mean, how far up is it?
I have a rope I can throw down to him.
Okay, it is 20 feet below the surface of the surface of the powder is 20 feet below the floor here.
I have a 50-foot. I can wrap it around me and throw it down to him.
Okay.
All three of you. Pull.
Yep.
All right. Tell you what. This would be it should be a relatively simple process. But I'm just going to have both Petrus and Sundamar make me a roll for success here. Sundamar, considering that this on your side is going to be basically oriented around the knot tying, how well you tie off the knot as you loop the rope around you. I'm going to put that. We're going to do that with your natural empathy roll, which is where your survival fits in. So basically, if you don't get a 1, you're in good shape.
9. So 15 or 16.
All right, you get yourself secured. Petrus, I'm going to have you give me a straight up.
I can help.
Okay. So we'll have Petrus give me a roll modified by strength, and we'll give you a +1 for Mjorna, even though she's not very big.
5. 5 altogether.
If they both pull on the rope, can she get a +2?
Regardless, it's not going to be enough.
Just climb up. Climbing is easy. You just dig your claws into the rope and go up.
All right, so the rope kind of slides, and Sundamar, you land back in the powder again.
I'm going to start climbing the rope on my own.
Well, they don't have it secured at their end is the problem.
I thought she tied it to
Petrus
herself.
tied it around.
Oh, Petrus tied it around.
Yeah, it's around my waist.
Oh, okay, so then I'm going to need Petrus to make me a reflex save to keep from falling down the hole.
Uh-oh. And
That'd
this
be
is
a
where
Okay,
seven.
Petrus goes sliding down the hole, so...
Grab Petrus! Grab Petrus!
Can we try to grab her?
Alright, Murina, make me a climb check, since basically you're working against the friction of the floor.
12 plus 2 for the bless is 14 plus, where's my character sheet? 24.
Oh, okay, no problem. So, Petrus starts to slide. Mjorna grabs Petrus and digs her claws in, and you feel come to a sudden stop.
So I get a little jerk, and then I can start shimmying up.
All right.
Hopefully.
All right, make me one more check, Sundamar.
My dice hate me. For 15.
Okay, that's fine.
That's easy.
You get yourself up and you climb out. So, by the way, since you were down there and since you have infravision, let me tell you what you saw.
Oh, yeah, I might have wanted to stay there for a minute.
So, the underside of it, the entire room, the 15 by 15 foot, is open underneath the floor.
Oh.
The floor, as you look up, there's a metal grid pattern. And the tiles are sitting on those grids. And you can see there's some kind of a mechanism on each one, a spring-loaded thing, where each tile is made to pivot down. and so the space underneath the floor is open into one big space.
Now, are there like brackets that these doors sit in, so like we could walk across the bracket?
Really, really narrow. It would be a tightrope walk to do that.
But like a cat?
Could I disable them?
You can try.
Any other bodies
Yeah, you know
down
what?
here or anything?
There are people do this all the time. Okay, hold on. And I'm going to actually check the walls and things by the door. There's got to be some kind of mechanism there that makes them
Safe.
safe.
All right.
So I'm gonna-
Because they didn't care. They were walking right in and out as I'm climbing up because I'm getting out of there.
Yeah. So once we get everybody out, let's look for the mechanism that I'm going to assume is there someplace.
I want to look at that powder on me. What is it?
You think it's just an extraordinarily fine sand, a gypsum kind of sand.
I'm going to walk over to my cleric friend here and double check that. This just sand?
I mean, yeah, as far as you're concerned, it doesn't look like any kind of, any kind of a mold or a disease. It's not anthrax or something. Give me Merope, give me a spot hidden to see if you can find. I'll give you a +2 for some half elven action going on there.
All right. Here it comes. +2 and a +1. So I got a total of a +3 on this check. That is a total of a sad 11. But I'm willing to spend some luck if need be.
You just don't feel even any kind of a hunch. You don't feel like there's any kind of a hint of anything.
How about the ceiling? Oh,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
feel better.
How about the ceiling? Go ahead.
yeah. How about the ceiling overhead? Is there any kind of like decoration things up there? I don't know.
No features on the ceiling.
All right. How wide are these tiles?
5 feet.
Well, you just jumped across a 20-foot room. A 15-foot room shouldn't be anything for you.
And where I'm thinking the tightrope thing might be.
Well, let's tie a rope to her before she goes tightrope walking.
Tightrope, you mean?
Yeah. And all three of us will tie ourselves so if she falls.
Then you're all
We're all dominoes. Boom, 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 boom.
okay. You going to take a run and jump
Should
then,
be able to hold
or are you
her.
going to try to tightrope it?
Tightrope it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna tightrope it.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right.
Hey, can she put her head down that hole and look underneath and see? Okay, this is exactly where the bars are, so she knows where to walk.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell when you were seeing it. It's right where the color. Each colored tile or each color is a separate tile, and it's right where the tiles meet.
Oh, there you go. Tightrope.
All right. Well, tell you what, I'm going to have you make a straight up agility roll. You still got the bless action going.
Hey, 17 +2 for the bless is 19 +3 for my agility.
You go walking across like it ain't no thing.
Ta-da!
Oh, if I knew this was agility, I would have did that too.
That's how you do it. All right, now that I'm on this side, Merope said find a lever.
Yeah.
button.
See if there's some kind of control mechanism that'll make the floor safe.
All right, looking for that because I've rocked my spot hidden.
Okay. You're pretty confident that there's not.
Well, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, and nobody said anything, so I'm going to go walking across too. I'm going to.
All right, make me an agility roll.
Across. 9.
All right, so here's what happens. So Sundamar boldly takes a step forward, and
The white squares again.
he's going on the space between, but then now he falls into the one next to it, and in the process, Myrna, who's at the other end, who's kind of looking around like, I'm sure there's a whoa, and gets pulled back because you're still tied to, or you're still anchored by a rope, and so then Myrna falls back onto the.
Oh, quick! She's a cat. Can she do that quick spin and land on my paw?
Well, actually, you both get to make a
yourself?
reflex. You both get to make a reflex save.
Okay.
Reflex.
Reflex. That was a 3.
17.
20!
All right, so that will actually make it. So, actually, in fact, tell you what, Myrna, make me a luck check.
Uh-oh.
What's my luck? Hey, my luck is 13. I rolled an 11.
Okay, so you actually, what happens? You kind of get pulled off balance a little bit, and you land. You kind of land solidly on the. Actually, let me change the scale here. You kind of land solidly on this green space right in front of the door, and it does not give. It is solid. Sundamar, you you came forward and were about to go the gray space, and it gave way, and you managed to step your way back.
Yep, I'm done.
Wait.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm employed by the Special Forces, yet this guy's dumber than a box of rocks. How stupid am I, really?
What's your intelligence?
6.
I mean, it's not. You're just more folksy in terms of the stuff you know. You're good at what you do, and you're just not book smart.
Okay. I want to put my head down there.
Mm-hmm.
See which one of these are locked.
All right. We will make that a.
Don't say.
Okay, wait, just give me a give me an intelligence based roll. So, just add your intelligence or subtract your intelligence mod, as the case may be.
Yeah. Well, that'll be an 8.
They all look the same to you.
Okay. I mean, any of you see me doing this, you.
Yeah. Is there? I mean, can I help? Can I guide? I'm not super smart either, but I'll. I don't know. So.
Man, we brought the wrong people. All
Wait.
weak, no smart.
I have an idea. Here's my thought. What if we tie? Well, we've got the rope tied off on ourselves right now. This square is locked.
Want to test all the other ones?
Well,
I mean, your reflexes are great, so you should save.
Not every time.
And you're tied to us, so worst case scenario, hopefully we can catch you.
well, I was thinking, what if we? How much force does it take to push one of these down? Can we tie the rope off on the frame?
What do you mean?
I don't know. The metal frame that you keep talking about that's underneath.
Well, he said it's like pencil thin.
Oh.
No, well, no. I mean, it's about 2 inches or so.
Oh.
I mean, still very, very difficult to.
I would have rolled better if I knew that.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, see,
All right.
I'm gonna search this whole hallway, Ed, to see if there's any like secret passages to get around this, or something to lock these all up, or
All right.
something.
you can run and jump. That worked for me last time.
Jeez Louise, 9 plus whatever.
You
So
find
that's
nothing.
Tracking, that'd be 16.
When you were down there beneath the floor, sinking into the dust, were you sinking into the dust?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It seemed dangerous.
Yeah.
It did not support weight, and it was difficult to move through, especially because kind of like quicksand, you don't get purchase against it, and so if you try climbing out, you're just pushing against nothing.
So is there? I want to look. Maybe there's a way around the outside of the room, like a little ledge.
Little ledge.
Yeah, on the exterior of the actual tiles. Anything like that?
So looking at it, the tiles appear to go right up to the wall.
Right up to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And when you were there underneath looking at it, you couldn't see anything to lock them. They're just set like this?
I was kind of like
A little bit
scrambling
preoccupied.
for my life, and I mean, I was trying to hang my head down and look, but I just couldn't see for it. I mean, we could.
And I've got a spear.
Mhm.
I'm standing on a locked one.
Mm-hmm.
The yellow one right in front of me.
Mhm.
I'm going to take my spear, not the sharp pointy part of my spear at the other end, and test it.
All right, so you feel like as you're poking against it, it feels pretty solid.
All right. Let's. Should I try it? Feels solid.
Yeah,
Go
we
for
got you tied
Right.
up, so
All right. I'm tied up. Try it.
we'll brace ready to hold her.
All right, reflex check, reflex save.
No, that's a 2.
Okay, so Myrna goes falling through the yellow square.
Pull.
Strength check!
All right, so tell you what,
Let's
I will
somebody
have.
else roll.
Is there any way that I'm trying to think how I would do this? Since I have both climb shear surfaces and disable trap, that I could go down and hang underneath and disable those?
You can certainly try. Right now, you've got a more pressing issue that Myrna has fallen through it.
Can I
Yeah,
climb
let's
back
try.
up the rope?
Yeah, let's.
Okay, well let's.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we got to make sure that you haven't pulled your party members onto the death squares. So,
Go for it, Merope. You roll.
All right.
Yeah, I'm rolling crap.
No.
okay. So Petrus is in
I got a
front.
17.
What's that?
I got a 17 since I'm hooked onto him too.
Well, we're all hooked. Do we all get to roll?
Well, no, I'm going for one roll, and I'm modifying it by who all is helping.
Oh, I see.
All right, so Petrus, I want you to give me a reflex save.
All right.
14.
I just rolled a 16.
Okay, that was a 14. Did you say, Petrus?
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check here.
Reflex, that'd be a 19 for me.
Okay. You feel like in this moment of panic, you feel like you're ever so close to getting your footing.
And the point of
Spin the lock. spin the luck.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's spend the luck.
All right, you don't have to roll for it. It only took 1 point. So, yeah, you managed to you're about to be pulled down into the gray one, and you managed to grab a hold of the door and keep yourself from going down. So you're braced right now. Your party members behind you, are moving forward and managed to fortunately brace themselves before they come plowing into you. And now we've got Mjorna, who is hanging from this rope, kind of Mission Impossible like. All right, you want to give me a climb check, Mjorna?
Yeah. I'm good at climbing.
My cat's
I'm so good at climbing.
attacking.
All right, Mjorna comes climbing on out of there.
The yellow one wasn't safe.
Well, yeah. All right. I think I think you were thinking the right way though. Test it out before you go across. But I'm not. Is there maybe we're just not seeing a pattern here or something? Like there's got to be.
We definitely got more O's than X's. We're not doing well.
So X's are safe.
X's are safe.
So try that green one. That's like right ahead of that one. Try that one.
This one that's right on to the north of the.
Yeah, the diagonal. Hey,
The
kitty.
diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try the diagonal.
Okay, so just to
So,
make
I'm
sure,
gonna stand on the green
you're
one.
talking about this one here. You're talking about the one that's above yellow.
Yeah, that one. This one.
I put a dot on it. I think.
No.
Right here.
That
Maybe
one
the
I'm
thing-
thinking, can you see where I'm
If you're putting a dot with roll 20, did you go back to your arrow on the top left?
You're talking this one here.
I'm not seeing you.
I'm not seeing anything you're doing. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Here. I'll
Um,
mark it.
There we go. That one. Yeah.
Freehand.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm still not seeing anything.
I saw it. Go ahead. That's the one I'm talking about. Same thing. Test it with the spear first.
Okay. You poke it with the spear.
Push. Woo. Hit it with the spear. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
Okay. Tell you what, make me an attack roll. Let's do it like that.
19 on my dice.
All right, so you give it a good shove, and now it opens, and you kind of feel like when I was just tapping it, it was going nowhere. You had to put a lot of weight on it for it to pivot.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, let's just try, put weight let's just try to find a path through there. Just put weight on them. Just test them all out, and then when we find it, we'll go across.
All right. So you continue that process for the ones that you can reach, and let me get the drawing tool.
Yeah. Just.
So you feel secure about that one.
How'd she get to that one?
There's only a 5-foot gap. She can lean forward and reach.
I'm gonna jump onto that one.
All right, just roll anything other than 1 or 2.
Wait. It landed in a weird place.
Okay. She's like, I've got this. Lands on the wrong one, and yeah, let's Petrus, give me that strength check. Actually, no, Mjorna reflex.
Ooh, which one she
Wait.
land on?
She landed on the.
It was the other orange one. I got confused.
Oh, okay. Did she mention she's colorblind?
That would be hilarious.
All right. 11 plus 2 is 13, plus my reflex save is 5.
Okay, so you actually you shift yourself and manage to actually come onto the orange one then, and then find that yes, you can stand on that one. It's solid.
All right, what was? Can you
Can we
mark
mark
whatever
off
one
the
I?
one she hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so you landed. That one is known bad.
Okay. All right, so yeah, same thing. Start testing the ones that are around me that I can reach.
Okay.
Looking for the good one.
Wrong thing.
I know, roll 20 is being kind of laggy.
Oh,
Okay, not the one I thought was going to be okay. And how did these little halflings get across there that easily?
yeah, that's what I want to know. They're jumping, but
That's what you can reach.
you think I would have seen that
Oh, look,
when I made my
look.
And in
check.
fact, yeah, you see where the footprints go, and the footprints absolutely go across ones that she has triggered and you determine are bad.
This thing must change somehow.
But look, we got a path.
We do
You
have
just
a
gotta
path.
jump.
Just gotta jump.
Hopscotch.
Now,
Hopscotch.
I'm gonna jump. I'll go across.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna go back.
All right.
Okay.
So, just for giggles, we're going to have everyone just make me an agility roll. You only need to make a DC 5 for this.
14.
Now I'm getting high numbers, so.
Okay.
18.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
got?
Now.
You managed to work your way across and get to standing in front of a door.
I am going to check this door for traps.
For the love of God.
All right.
20.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to mentally check this door for trap. It's trapped.
All right. So,
Can you reveal the map for us?
what's that?
Reveal the map. Or is there like a door right there where my miniature is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, what happens
so-
actually? So, Petrus, you're kind of actually having to step yourself away because there's a 5 foot, or actually 2.5 foot rather, 2.5 foot wide square in front of it. So you kind of hang back at the orange. She steps forward and takes a look at it, and is there examining the door. And it's like, I feel pretty confident that whoa. And as Petrus is examining the door, this is where an incorporeal form of a mummy comes phasing through the door and has a hand up in front of it kind of forbiddingly and says something in Egyptian, but it sounds pretty scary.
Should I translate again?
I'm
The
sorry, I did
bathrooms
not
are
bring you
closed.
coffee.
It says get out. They always say get out.
You kind of have the gist that maybe that's kind of what it amounts to. It very much feels like that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, is it coming over to attack us, or is it just hovering there?
It's just kind of hovering there, looking kind of menacing, and it's kind of pointing. It's kind of like holding its hand up forbiddingly, like
Nah.
not here.
I'm like, I will, I'm going to turn this thing, and I say to it, I'm a servant of Ella. Say the name, Elaria.
Eleliara.
Eleliara.
And I am a servant of Eleliara, the light of dawn, the secret flame, and we shall not be barred from this place. Justice shall be done. Go forth, you. And I am going to make my check here to try to turn this thing. So I rolled garbage, but wait, I got +1 for my luck modifier. So with everything, that's a 13. And I'll just let it stand and see how I do. I don't know.
It disappears. It fades away.
You.
I.
Okay.
None can stand before the gods of our empire.
Check that door.
So yeah, you did your check. You already rolled it, as I recall, and you're like,
20.
yeah, it's clean.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So, the hallway goes 15 feet and ends in another door.
I will check that one also.
Tris.
9.
You are confident that there are no traps.
Well, let's do this thing, guys.
Mhm.
Pushes the
All
door
right,
open.
come on, let's see it.
Okay. So, here's what you see. And actually, so, the heavy stone door slides into the wall. A sealed sarcophagus is in the center of the room. Stone lid is carved into the likeness of an Egyptian noble. Behind the sarcophagus, in the rear corners of the room, are two piles of treasure. I mean, piles. Gold and gems and finely worked items and so forth. On the left is a visible pile of hundreds of gold coins. On the right, various finely crafted statues of animals made of silver and gold. Also in the room, there are 4 halflings who are. There's one of them who's sitting behind a table, and he looks like he's very recently been eating, and he kind of is like brushing himself clean, and he kind of is just sitting back here, kind of looking like, this all is beneath his pay grade. And then there are 2 halflings towards the near the door who have drawn short swords, and or I'm sorry, 1 with drawn short swords and 2 with crossbows who are aimed at the door. And I'm going to need initiative rolls at this point.
So D20 again.
Yeah, so it's D20 plus agility mod.
19.
Alright, so do we have any 20s or greater? Alright, so then at 19 we've got Sundamar. Oh, I gotta roll for the bad guys. Or I'm sorry, the good guys. Look at that, look at that. They're gonna go first. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
11.
Okay. 11. We've got Merope, and then we had
I'm on 10.
10 for Mjorna,
I got 9.
and 9 is Petrus. All right then. So, it was Petrus opening the door. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Petrus. So you're going to be met initially with 2. I'm going to go first for the crossbow bolts. Ooh.
You did fill out your HR papers about last will and testament, right?
Yeah, I did before we left.
All right. So one of those does 5 points of damage to Petrus.
God.
The other one does 6 points of damage to the halfling standing in the doorway.
Nice.
Oh, good.
I mean, oh.
So,
What a shame.
Darn.
Oopsie schnoodles.
okay, so 18. And you also hear. Oh no, actually, turns out that you don't. So, next is going to be Sundamar.
Can I get up there? Or do I gotta wait till they filter in?
You can
Go through.
kind of push your way through if you'd like. I'll say if you want to take a shot before Petrus is able to move.
Pretty much, I just want to kind of scooch behind them and then take a shot over Petrus's shoulder.
All right. I'll say you can push your way
If
past.
possible. If not, it is what it is.
Tell you what, here's what we'll do. If you can either wait for them to go and make way for you, or you can go now and roll. I'll give you a -4.
I'll wait.
Okay.
I mean, that'd be like -4 on my dice when I roll, so that's the way I've been rolling.
So, Merope.
All right.
Kind of in the same boat I'm in.
Yeah. You know what? Can I reach over and Petrus is injured, right?
Correct.
Oh, sorry.
What's that?
Can we back that question?
Uh-huh.
On my animal summoning,
Uh-huh.
how far away from me can I do that?
I'll say line of sight. If you want to put something in the room, you can do that.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
All right. Go ahead and make yourself a spell check.
Okay, I'm gonna be going for a grizzly bear.
Uh-oh.
All right. What'd you get, a 1?
That's a 3 plus check plus 2, so 5. So lost failure. I'm done for the day.
Oh.
Oh well.
You went for it.
Yep.
All right. Good idea, though. Great idea.
Yeah.
You want to reach over and touch Petrus?
If I can, I mean, she's 5 feet away.
Yeah, that's no problem. You can. Mjorna is lithe and kind of slinky. You can reach past Mjorna.
Outstanding. All right. I'm going to try to put that healing check on Petrus. I'm like, in the name of the god of the dawn, be healed. I rolled a 1. So
Oh no. So, give me that D4 for disapproval.
Yep. 2. And actually, if I subtract, no, just a 2. It's a straight up 2.
Okay.
This or do you want the other?
Yeah, actually, let me do it. Actually, I've got it.
Okay.
Here's how I'm going to do that. You're on a quest here in undead territory, which is a very big thing as far as your goddess is concerned. So we're going to do this as patron taint.
Ooh.
4. Okay, so you start glowing, which, feels pretty cool as far as you're concerned, but right here it kind of makes you a little bit more of a target. And you do feel like at first opportunity you're going to have to offer up some particular sacrifices and extra prayers for When I had that moment in the pit of darkness here, when I had that moment to shine for you, I mispronounced your name, and and I'm sorry about that.
That's fair. All right, yeah, cool. So I'm just, and they can't see me, right? I'm still in the hallway back here, so. All right, so that's me.
Okay. That takes us next to Merope. I'm sorry, to Mjorna.
Mjorna. All right. So, here we go. Dude in the doorway is armed with what? I mean, they're small.
A short sword.
Short sword.
I'm just gonna jump over them.
There you
Okay.
go.
Can I jump over them as part of my attack and land behind them if I get a?
Yeah, if your D die is good.
Hey, of course it will be. Hey, so about that. So I got a 17 on my D20, but a 1 on my D die. I'm still under the bless, so like that's a hit. I mean, like plus my what? I don't know what else goes on with this.
So
My plus 3. Does my agility go on to this?
all right. So here's what happens. I'm going to say what happens is you push yourself in front of Petrus
Okay.
and do not manage to jump over anybody, but you do strike a hit. So
Okay.
give me your damage.
I think that's a D8. Maybe? Six? Wait. D8 plus my D die minus 1 from my strength.
Yeah.
That's my lucky weapon. But lucky weapon only goes on to hit?
Correct.
Is that how it goes? Okay, so 5.
All right. So you land a blow, 5 points of damage. He looks upset about that. Petrus, you kind of got pushed back out of harm's way. If you want, you can try to reach around Mjorna and inject yourself into the room, or you could use a ranged weapon. What would you like to do?
Let's use my short bow.
Okay.
15. Does that hit?
Yes. Which one are you going against? The one in the doorway?
Yeah, in the doorway.
All right. Roll me your damage.
2.
All right. That brings us back to the top of the order. Guy in the doorway is going to take a stab at Mjorna now. That's going to miss. His crossbow buddies. What's your armor class, Mjorna?
AC 14.
I'm going to hit. Let me double check that. Yeah. Okay. Hit Mjorna for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to need a will check from Mjorna.
Oh, that's not good. That's not something I'm good at.
Does she still have her the
blessing?
blessing?
Yes.
All right, well, that helps.
Take a +2.
7.
We can't roll for anything today.
So,
Only Petrus can roll tonight.
Right. We've had ups and downs.
you feel like you are 5 short of your target there.
That's a lot short.
Go for it.
That's a lot short.
Go for it.
plus. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I'm thinking there's actually. I think it's worse than that.
Don't go
7 plus 15. So actually, I'm going to need also a will save from Petrus.
Oh, of course.
Hang tough.
2.
Okay. So,
See what happens when you mispronounce the god's name.
so I take it neither of you are doing anything about that?
Nah, I'm too sure.
No.
Okay. So, you both fall asleep.
Oh, jeez.
And I don't think I need to roll the duration on that because I don't think that's going to be
No.
an issue.
They're getting woke up real soon.
All right. So, and then that brings us to Sundamar.
Okay, we've adventured. Do I just gotta slap them awake, or what do I gotta do?
So,
Do a point of damage to them? What do I got to do?
you think? Well, I mean, you're not sure if you want to just try jostling. I'll let you try one of them. If you want to try just jostling one of them and see what that gets you, you can do that.
How many arrows do I get around?
1. So it's attack or try to wake up a friend.
Can I like go low, kind of trick shotty, and shoot through like scrape both of their butts or something?
I mean, anything's possible. You can try anything. Has always been my philosophy. If the dice are with you,
this is my thing.
Okay, now this is your first time attacking. You get a D die on bow shots.
Right.
So what I'm going to say is this is going to certainly be associated with your deed. So you are.
I have mighty deeds, and this is seeming pretty mighty here.
Right. So yeah. So you're going to be D20 plus D4 is your deed die plus 2.
Yeah. 15 plus 2, 17.
So what was your deed die?
2. I got a 15 on my 20-sider and a 2 on my deed die.
Okay, that's no. Given that you got that you scored your hit, I'm going to say that will hit your target, but will not have brushed your friend.
So I didn't hit the second one.
So you did not hit. You didn't brush either of your friends. You hit your target.
My target was my friends.
Oh, I thought you were trying to hit them on the way to the guy in the doorway.
No, I don't even have an A. I can't even see in the door.
Okay, so you're just trying to brush it along them, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like scrape their butts so they wake up.
Okay, then I'm going to give you a choice.
I like choices.
Okay. Since you didn't hit the number on the deed die, well, okay, you've got multiple choices. 1, you can put luck on the deed die. 2, you can miss them entirely, or you can do damage to one of them, and thereby that was.
And if I put luck on the deed die, I'll just scrape them and wake both of them up.
If you put two luck on the deed die, then with the total that you had, I'll let you brush them.
Yep, they're awake.
All right. Sundamar spends 2 luck. He gets down there, grazes it across your backside like it was no big deal, and you both stir, but you're out for this round.
Ouch.
Merope.
All right, so I am going to. Can I, now that they're all in there, can I make my way past and like stand over Petrus and guard?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to be, I guess, here really.
Okay.
Can I move into his
one
spot?
is still. That one.
You also, as you step to the doorway, you see these 4 halflings that are by the front, and now you see a gnome standing in the back, behind, just kind of peeking around the sarcophagus.
Am I still glowing?
Yes.
All right. When I come around the corner, I'm like, Avaunt! Know this, that the light of the gods are upon thee now, and your sins are recognized in heaven. And then I'm going to attack the one up in front with my dagger, I guess.
All right. Tell you what, while you're at it, make me a personality check.
Sure. Here it goes. Table.
And there it goes.
Okay.
You give a crap. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. They're like, whatever.
Yeah. Damn it.
They're not particularly religious.
Yeah, I get a lot of that. Now I'm gonna try to stab this guy. Well, let's see after 4 points of damage or so. Here it goes.
Okay.
Here comes that stab attack. That's gonna be a total of 12.
I'm pretty sure that's not gonna get you there. No.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
He is wearing chainmail.
Well, you know.
The halfling.
He is.
Can I? Yeah, all right. And I guess I'm stuck there, so that's where I will be.
All right. So let me move things around a little bit on the map. Okay. So okay. Oh, you've already just shifted some. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. So that brings us then. Petrus, you're just waking up. Mm-hmm. And that brings us to the top of the order again. And let's go with yeah, he's going to take a stab at you. And what's Merope's armor class?
Merope's got a rock and roll 14.
He's going to miss that. Oh. Okay, so Merope takes 4 points, and then I'm going to roll on the crit table.
This is a far better thing than I've ever done.
And got a D10. That's a 4. Make another attack. He catches you off guard. Take another 4 points.
All right.
All right. The gnome. The gnome is emboldened by all this. He's going to start casting again. And he maybe he was rattled by your speech there. He's a little more religious than the halflings, and his spell does not work. That brings us to Sundamar.
We're on the ground, Sundamar. Just step over us.
Yeah. Can I get into the room? Or are we just gonna?
Yeah, you can do that. Two of your friends are laying down, and you can you're slender. You're an elf. You can slip past Merope. Where would you like to go?
Where I'd like to go is here, but I doubt I can get there.
Tell you what. Here's what I'll say. If you make a 3 on deed, I'm going to say you can get past that guy as you're attacking.
Nope. So put me where I am.
All right. So basically, we've got this revolving door in the front of the lineup to where now Sundamar is in front and has pushed Merope back a little bit.
And
let's zoom this in some. And like that. All right. So you want to make your attack? Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, now I roll good. 17 or 20.
All right, give me your. That's your total, not your natural.
That's my total.
All right, give me your damage.
Natural was a 17. So
all right, remember to add your D die into the damage.
3, 4, 5, 9.
How much?
9.
Okay. He's in bad shape. But still up.
Jeez.
All right. That brings us to Merope.
Okay. The wise thing to do would be to heal myself, but they got my ire up. So instead, here is what I am going to do. This one back is the gnome, the farthest one to the back right there.
Yep.
And can I push past Sundamar there, or am I just stuck?
I'll let you pass.
You can push past. I'm going to say the only space you can move into though is the one with the table, because the guy at the table is still not really on a combat footing. He's just kind of watching it and taking it all in.
All right.
A little bit amused.
Move my guy. Could you move my character? It's not letting me move.
Sure.
I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Thanks.
In the top left corner, are you on arrow?
Yeah. Oh, that worked that time. All right. I don't know what the problem was. All right. So I will. I'll that one that's right in front of me now. I will go ahead and hit them. Well, actually, the one to my right, they've been injured pretty good, right?
Yes.
All right. I will try to get them with my dagger.
Okay.
Here goes. +2. That's also garbage. Come on, man. I got a 9. So.
All right. Myrna.
So am I still on the ground?
Yes. Well, no. Last turn you got up.
All right. Can I go past Sundamar to his right and take the halfling on that side?
Depending.
Spear. Can I just spear past?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, the guy in front of me is almost dead. If you take him out, we can get in.
The guy in front of him.
Okay.
Seven and 5 is 12. +2 for the less is 14. Plus my agility, right? 17.
Okay, that's a hit. And your minimum damage will drop him.
All right, awesome.
Woohoo! We're in.
All right, so that takes us then to Petrus, who has gotten shuffled back a bit. Petrus is muted.
Sorry.
All right.
So basically, we're still in the doorway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can now move past your friends. They're both fairly slender folks. You can move past them into the room if you want.
Okay, can I try to... if I go past them, can I try to get the one on the right there?
So, let's see. Yeah, you can come into basically standing right in front of the sarcophagus and take a stab at that guy.
Yeah.
Go for it.
13.
That will not hit him. He's got some scale mail on.
If I do a point of luck.
Alrighty.
Okay, so that's D5. That gives me a whopping extra 2.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Give me your damage.
6.
All right. And back to the top of the order. The dude behind the table now looks offended. You've spilled the stuff he was eating on the table, and he's like, Oh, this is unconscionable. He stands up and he gets his dagger out, and you can tell he's not used to using that because he kind of swipes sadly at Merope. These other two are kind of surprised to have people in their face all of a sudden, and so with the crossbows, they don't do so well. The gnome, on the other hand, that's a really nice roll for him for his spell.
Somebody's trying to sell followers in the chat if you want to take care of that.
Oh, sorry. I did not see that.
Trying to what?
Bam.
Sell followers.
You know, it's unconstitutional in America, right? Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's still just 2 targets. Okay, so I'm going to need will saves from who does he consider the biggest threat? Merope and Petrus.
Of course. 9.
I'm sorry, I need 1 second. Oh, I asked you out of 12 with everything.
Okay, so Merope says not today, Buster. But Petrus, you feel the sleepies coming over you.
Nighty night.
Oh boy.
All right.
Who did that?
You can luck that if you want.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Who did that?
The gnome.
The gnome.
Yeah, so 12 did it. So
5. So that would be 14.
All right, you're good. Okay, so then that was all they managed to do that time, so it's Sundamar.
I am offended that he did not consider me a threat. So I'm going to jump up on top of this sarcophagus and rain death on him.
All right, death from above.
there you go.
Give me the roll.
So, 3 plus that. 2. Oh, yeah, nat 17.
Woof.
2 on the deed, plus 2. That's 21. That should hit.
That is absolutely a hit. Give me your damage.
That's a D6, a D4, a D1. Oh, I guess I wasn't that big of a threat. 4 points.
All right. It looks like he's not really used to taking damage, though, so he's pretty upset about that.
I'll smile at him.
Merope.
Okay, so yeah. All right, I'm gonna try something I haven't tried yet. Maybe I should. Clearly, combat is not my thing, so I'm gonna try some magic. I am gonna try a word of command. I'm gonna focus it on the gnome, but then maybe I can get multiples. Okay.
Okay.
I got a +5 on that. Here comes my check. There, that's an 18. And I might actually spend some luck to get a bigger audience for that. Because I've had their nonsense. Word of command. I got an 18. No, I'll just go for the. I will just go for the gnome. Okay.
Okay.
It's he has to make a saving throw, willpower save, DC 18, or it's a die 6 plus clerical rounds. He has to obey my command, and my command is grovel.
Your command is what?
Grovel. Grovel before the gods of the dawn.
All right. What is his will bonus? 13 plus 6, 19. And he needed a 18.
Bad luck.
Yeah, it's a luck would have been good on that one. He just barely saved.
What are you gonna do?
All right. So, Myrna.
Rona. All right. Spear. I'm right by Petrus. Dude.
All right.
To Petrus's right.
Spear and magic helmet.
Spear and magic helmet. All right. With this deed die, do I declare a deed? Is that functioning like a warrior, or is
Yes. Yeah. It just has to be an agility-related deed.
What counts as an agility-related deed? If I hit him, can I don't know. Trip him?
Yes.
Great. Well, no.
Okay. And Petrus.
Okay, I am going to try to run him through with my short sword yet again.
All right.
$16.
That hits. Give me your damage.
4.
All right. He's looking pretty rough. And that's top of the order. All right. The gnome now has someone in his face, and so he's going to unleash his ire upon Sundamar. And let's see. What's he going to go for?
Bring the sleepies.
Take magic. Maybe not. All right. So he gets some whammy going, and this jet of flame comes shooting forth from his fingertips. And I'm going to have you make me a will save there, Sundamar.
20 altogether.
You're like, that's not even real fire.
Nice, dude. Good on you.
All
I
right.
was there when they made that spell.
All right. So yeah, clearly an illusion. It was even the wrong color and everything. Okay. So let's see. Dude at the table, he's going to take another swipe. And he's enraged this time. He is so upset at Merope for spilling his food. He comes forward to get you, and he's so enraged that he slips and falls and face plants into the table. Wow, and they are rolling not so well this round. So the dudes with the crossbows also miss, and so that brings us back to Sundamar.
Yep, me and my gnome friend here.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yes. 3 on the deed die. 17, so that's 20 plus 2, 22.
Yep, that's a hit.
And that's a D6. I'm at 4 right now. 5. Man, that D6 is rolling horrible.
All right, he's looking pretty rough, though.
I'll tell him, surrender now!
Make me a personality roll. So D20 plus your personality mod.
1.
He's like, not so much. Myrna. I'm sorry, Merope.
Okay. So, I am going to spend this round shaking Petrus awake and waking Petrus up.
Okay.
Wait, did Petrus go to sleep?
No, I didn't
Yes.
fall asleep. Oh, I did?
No.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Spent luck.
Yeah.
Spent luck to make the save. So.
I mean, you can shake me. I don't know what you're going to get if you shake me, but...
Loose change?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Your dance craze?
So yeah, Petrus was not asleep. So what you want to do then?
Oh, if Petrus... Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah, Petrus put luck on the save to make it.
Gosh.
I forgot
That
about
being the case, God, I guess I will draw my bow and take a shot at the gnome.
Okay.
Nothing else has worked so far. Let's try that short bow action. +2, I'll take it. See, that's a 17.
Steal my
See?
kill.
All right.
I don't know what to tell you, Sundamar. I'm trying to go, for 5 points of damage.
Ooh.
All right. The gnome drops. Cherry picking. All right. Mjorna.
Okay, that's me. All right. Same move as before. Like spear and a leg sweep. Pretty much the same results as before.
Okay. Petrus.
Okay, we're still trying. The guy's still up beside me, right?
Yep.
Because
Okay.
I can't hit him.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah. We only got a 5 on that one.
All right. Top of the order. Two guys with crossbows. Oh, that one's a hit. And that is going to be against Petrus.
Oh.
5 points of damage, Petrus. And the dude at the table gets himself back up to his feet and takes another stab at Merope and misses again. Sundamar.
I'll punish you.
I'm up.
Yep, it's you.
Turn around, survey the room, see who's attacking my cleric, and yeah, they're getting shot.
All right.
Thank you.
Because if anybody's going to slap him around, it's me for stealing my kill. 8.
Okay.
8.
That takes us to Merope.
All right, this round, I realize I am down 8 hit points. I am going to spend this round and heal myself. So
Okay.
Here comes. Keep myself up. That is going to be a 15 total, and that will get me back 3 dice.
Okay, go for it.
So,
Mjorna.
Spear and a leg sweep hasn't really been working. I think I need to change my dance routine.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try this. How? Spear, and maybe I can step between Petrus and this target, and give Petrus a chance to like duck behind the sarcophagus and hide, maybe? Like if Petrus wants to set up for...
Give Petrus some cover for a backstab? That's what you're saying? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not like do a big flourish, be a big distraction, and stab him.
All right. Let's see what you get.
Ooh, I got a 4 on my D die.
Okay.
I got an 8, so that's at 12. I've got my bless up still, so that's at 14. My agility is 3, so I'm at 17.
That's a hit.
Outstanding. Ooh, and I rolled an 8 on my...
All right. So.
11.
All right. So you drop this guy, and in the process, create enough of a enough chaos that Petrus, if you would like to take a backstab move against the fellow who was next to him, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you very much. 24.
Yeah, I think that'll hit.
Just a little bit.
All right, so go ahead and roll your regular damage, and then roll your crit.
Okay, 6. I only got a 17 on the die. Just so you know. Because I had a +7 to my backstab. Or does... Oh, that's right. It goes... I'm sorry. That does go as... I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, because it's a backstab, it's an auto crit.
And I got a 6 on for the crit die.
Okay, and your table is 2?
2, yes.
The foe is dazed. Actions reduced by half.
Nice.
All right. All right. I think it's going to be time for some morale checks now.
Yeah.
Us or them.
You're all up at least. Yeah. Okay. At this point, the guy who is behind the table, he steps back and he puts his weapon down on the table. He says, "All right, all right, all right. We don't need to take this any further." He says, "Turpin, put your bow down. I think they've made their point."
You are under arrest in the name of the Manus Legos. I'm sure the Manus Legos. Accused of trafficking in items precious to necromancy.
Oh, man. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. Oh.
You'll find none of us in a joking mood.
Well, okay.
I am standing on the sarcophagus. So hopefully if something tries to come out.
Right.
Or you'll go, wee!
He says, all right. But I think you'll find that there's no necromancy going on here.
All right, taking weapons off.
He kind of pats his belly.
But eat it?
You don't understand. Have you even tried it? I mean, don't turn your nose up until you've at least tasted it. Because
wait, I'll taste it.
See?
You absolutely will not.
He holds up some of the stuff that was on the table, which you think looks like, now that you get a close look at it, looks like it was part of a scorpion tail. And he's like, when it's roasted, it's kind of almondy. It's really good. I'm telling you, it's really good.
They're just stealing food because it's rare and unique.
It's delicious. It is. You don't understand. It's not. Oh my gosh. None of it. You get it, don't you? He kind of points to Mjorna. You understand me. It smells really good. It really does.
Let's lock them in shackles and search the place.
I need to collect the evidence, though, Moropi. I'm just saying, it's evidence.
It is evidence, and it all needs to go to the authorities here.
Not in your belly.
But however, and this, I'll lean close. I say, I trust your nose very much. Give it a sniff and tell me what you think. What are we talking about here? Is this some kind of narcotic? Dunk, dunk. Sorry.
Sniffing it. Maybe tasting it.
It's really good. It's very delicious.
I will. Your paw. I will just.
I told you. Some people just don't understand. Just don't understand how excellent this is. But
hey, search the room once they're in shackles.
Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, there's two piles of treasure. There is a sarcophagus. There's a table, and he clearly was eating a number of the items that look like they were on the list. And that's the extent. Well, and I mean, there was a dice game going on apparently on the other side of the room. That's the extent of what you find.
I want the dice.
I want the treasure.
If that's evidence.
Oh, the treasure's not. Only the food is.
No. I'm telling you, all this is evidence.
This is definitely the stuff we seize.
Tell you what, you do know from your general briefing of different cultures removing anything from a tomb is punishable by death in Egypt.
Yeah.
So we should leave the gnomes and the halflings here because we found them.
No, we will all frog march them out and take them to the. But let's check the evidence. We'll inventory the evidence. Let's count up. I myself will count up the coin and treasure and make a detailed list of how much is down here.
Okay.
And also a map and how to get through here and avoid the traps.
Okay.
We'll hand all this over to the authorities here. You know what I mean? Let's do it. And trust me, our reward will be back home. I promise you all. In fact, I think, Morna, I think you did such a great job. Say, there's that little cafe you like. I think, Gronk Healy, man, I swear to God. But yeah, that's funny though. I will, let's do an inventory of everything that's here, and then, we'll, hike these guys out of here, make them tell us how to undo those skippy bits on the floor there.
They just walk right across them like it's no big deal.
They don't weigh enough.
Yep.
I think my skinny elf ass is less than a halfling.
So, but we'll make our way back and we'll hike them over to the authorities and but like I said, with an inventory of everything and we're not gonna I get it, tomb robbery.
Okay, so the Egyptian guards meet with you and they check out the crypt and they come to the conclusion that the treasure that's there is part of the tomb. They tell you this tomb was the resting place of an advisor to pharaohs from some generations ago. They believe that the treasure is part of the burial, and so it needs to be left here. They get the doors resealed and so forth. They take the they take the halflings into custody, and given what you found there, and with a little bit of extra coercive questioning on behalf of the Pharaoh's guards, the conclusion is yes, they were the fellow in charge here, the leader of the gang, was having them steal this because of its food value, and he was skimming some off the top. And they've been smuggling this stuff back out of here to sell, and he was violating one of the basic rules of being a dealer. He was diving into his own stash. So at that point was when the theft had to increase a little bit to make up for what he was eating, and that's when they started getting noticed.
Gotcha.
So the owner of the restaurant, the proprietor, at least the manager, Lucius Marcellus, he's very grateful to you all. He hosts a special party in your honor where he brings out some of their finest stuff. And
right. Merope was right. We got a great reward.
That's right. And he wines and dines you all on the fine foods of Marcellus Fine Goods. And then he writes up a letter of recommendation for you to return to your commanding officer, telling what a great job you did in resolving the theft of their goods. And the halflings, as it turns out, because there was not necromancy and because they did not remove anything from the tomb, they are not executed. However, they are put into indentured servitude on behalf of the Marcellus Fine Foods. So they now have to answer to him, and so you are sent back to your home base. Present the letter of referral to your commanding officer, who then commends your performance, says that indeed the relations between Rome and Egypt are only further strengthened by the excellent work that you have done take yourselves 3 weeks of leave and have some downtime.
Heck yeah.
Egypt.
Exactly.
Egypt. Near.
That's right.
That's awesome. Well, that's well, cool. Well, hey, guys, job well done, crew. You know, I write a commendation for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And file a report. And we got 3 weeks of downtime, so let's sightsee, whatever it is we do. Go see temples, convert the people.
All right. So, for anyone watching who's interested, the campaign setting is available as hard copy and PDF from the Goodman Games site, Pax Lexque, as well as its companion expansion book, The Isles of the Celts. This adventure is part of a 3-part module. The module is called The Hand of the Law. It is available on DriveThruRPG. And next week we will be running another installment from that same adventure packet, and so we hope to see you then.
Cool. And if you want to play next week, you can sign up for the website. We hope you do. Come on over and give it a try.
That's right. Have a great time, just like our people here did here today. And on that note, lacking any further comments, farewell all.
Roma Victor.
As an alternative ending, we could have taken all the treasure and the halflings and run.
Sure, if that's always an option, desertion is always a possibility. Okay.
I was thinking if we could buy one of the indentured servants for our own personal baker still.
You're going to work the mess hall now.
That kind of party.
All right. Cool.
All right. See you guys next time.